In this video I am going to talk about my user experience with the Blackmagic camera app when recording into ProRes on the Trancenden ESD310 SSD I have sitting here. As you can see, it's a very small drive, so you can connect directly into the USB port on the iPhone. I'm using the Blackmagic camera app because it is possible to store ProRes files on the Blackmagic camera app. As you can see a short example of here, that contains or consumes a lot less space than does the built-in camera app when recording in ProRes. And because of the size of the Trancenden drive, I think that recording in a lesser storage consuming version of ProRes, I should be able to avoid the drive from getting too hot, and I should be able to avoid drop frames. On the table you can see the Trancenden drive next to a Samsung T7 drive, and as you can see, the Samsung T7 drive is considerably larger and thus has a larger surface area for heat dissipation. The small size of the Trancenden drive and the fact that it has the connection built in does, however, as shown in the beginning of the video, enable you to connect it directly to the USB port of your iPhone, leaving out a dangling cable. Due to its minuscule size, I will, however, not be recommending it for longer recording sessions, as I believe you'll need a drive with the size of the T7 for longer recording sessions, because such a drive's surface area enables it to dissipate heat better than the Trancenden drive. I am now going to talk about why I am using the Blackmagic camera app instead of the built-in camera app on the iPhone. Here you can see the app in recording mode, and at the bottom you can see the amount of storage time when recording to internal storage in ProRes LT. The default storage location of the Blackmagic camera app is in-app only. I am now going to change the codec from ProRes LT to ProRes 422 HQ to show you the difference in file size. I'm using HQ because that's the ProRes format that the built-in camera app will use when recording in ProRes. As you can see, my recording time is now cut in half when compared to using ProRes LTE. The reduced file size will also mean reduction in the needed read-write speed of the external drive, thus decreasing the possibilities of unwanted dropped frames in your recordings. When recording into an external drive, you have to choose Media from Settings, then go to Save Clips to, and as you can see here, it says in-app only. Choose that option, then go to Files, choose Open, or in my case, Open. You can now see the drives connected to the computer, in this case, my Trancenden ProRes drive. Choose that drive as your storage option and choose Open. The total record time has now changed from less than 1 hour to nearly 7 hours. And because the needed read-write speed of ProRes LT in 24 frames per second is only about roughly 40 megabytes per second, The Trancenden disk is more than fast enough to handle reading and writing in that format without getting too hot to function properly. I have also tested the read-write speed with the program portable SSD, and as you can see, the read-write speed is more than fast enough as long as the hard drive itself or the SSD itself is not too hot. I have also tested the drive on my Mac with Blackmagic disk speed, and it is nearly twice as fast here, which makes me believe that it needs more than the 4.5 watt that the iPhone can deliver to it to run at max speed. But then again, I do not believe that it will be able to run at max speed for very long before getting too hot, and thus have to decrease the speed considerably. I am, however, still quite confident that it will be able to handle the 40 megabyte necessary for writing ProRes LT to the disk when using 24 frames per second. I am now going to show how fast the Trancenden drive can move its recordings or copy its recordings from itself and onto the Samsun X5 drive. We have the Samsung drive here, and I'm going that folder here. I'm going to transfer the files from the Trancenden drive here to the Samsung drive, and we can see how fast it is going. That wasn't the Samsung drive. The Samsung drive is here. ProRes files. We'll try once more. Now you can see it says +11, and we can see less than 1 minute. 23.53 gigabyte is now being transferred into the file. And that was rather quick. I will now disconnect the Trancenden drive because I do not need it anymore. And pull it out.